This is the day my special releases Monday. Dropping. Do not let the bad guys win. My enemies.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
And enemas. So everyone, you know, it's an interesting thing. So this is what someone posted. I was posting the special drop-in or whatever. If anything you could do for me, it's tell a friend and share it. Just this one thing. But someone was fucking quote tweeted it being like, oh, dropping a special on YouTube is the equivalent of an author saying that I'm self-publishing a book. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine.
Yeah. Like they thought it was some big gotcha.
A big gotcha. And you go, yeah, it would be the equivalent of self-publishing a book if you had more than a million person subscriber list to your mailing list, which is what they do.
Yeah,
like if you even James Altucher, all those guys are like, yeah, when you have a huge following, you're right. It doesn't make that much sense to sign with one of those places.
No, it's like you have your own publishing house.
You have your own publishing house, and more importantly, but what I was saying was these people need to live in that world where you go, it's somehow better on Comedy Central. I was even just talking to Giannis, and he was like, they used to say, oh, drop your special on Comedy Central. That's a good place to hide it if you don't want anyone to see it.
Yeah, at this point it is.
All these places. And so first of all, they need people to think like that aren't paying attention to the industry the same way they do in every other sort of thing. They need to be like, oh, if these people say it's good, that's what, not to mention the people that are actually doing fucking numbers, selling tickets. The biggest comics of all released their specials independently. But more importantly than all of that, I turned down 3 different places that offered me money. And the biggest one was a 6-figure offer.
Yeah.
That I've said no to because this seems like the move to put it out for free for the people to see. So the people that are trapped...
Ryan's a man of the people.
Man of the people. And the people that are trapped in that old paradigm, I pity them. I feel sorry that you have to live...
You're having a bit of a pity party on March 7th. Is that what you're saying? It's going to be a bit of a pity party for this person?
It's so crazy living in like this person's big and we go, well, Jordan Peterson isn't that big because he wasn't on the... I'm using his voice to talk to make fun of him. But going like, well... It wasn't on the New York Times bestseller list. It's like, well, Vulture didn't do a piece on your special. And you go, fuck the audacity to live still. And then on top of that, to have some snark. Like,
yeah.
So those are my enemies.
That is your enemy. Well, I wonder what the most recent comedy special on Comedy Central that person is.
Do you think any of them fucking touch Shane's or fucking Schultz's or Mark?
Hell no.
They put them. Yeah, these people are living in a fucking world. So stick it to my enemies.
People are slow to change. People are slow to change their thinking.
That's being generous. They are. I would say the reason is they need this paradigm so they can feel cozy.
Yeah.
So they don't feel like the fucking world's taking off without them and they're being left in the dust.
I mean, if you ask my mom, you go, "Where's the best place to have a comedy?" She'd be like, "I don't know, Comedy Central."
Yeah, bedroom with your dad. It's fucking nonstop laugh.
Zingers.
Fucking take the pantaloons off. It's funny. Just even watch what's going on Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. And we know some people that work there, but it's funny to watch, them, recently they're doing a sketch about COVID. And the idea was we kind of realized like some of this stuff doesn't work, but no one wants to say it.
Yeah.
And then on the same week, they did another sketch about, white men podcasting and the fake podcast.
I just watched that earlier.
Yeah.
today.
And whatever, do whatever you want. But it's like, okay, but also you're like these stupid white men and their opinions. And it was like, and then 2 years later, you're kind of like, okay, all those podcasters were right. And all of the things we've been telling them they were wrong about. Everyone on the internet, we've been making sketches for 2 years. And I don't mean them specifically. And it's more about just these machines are fucking 3 years late.
Yeah.
And the whole time before, their attitude is, can you believe these fucking morons?
Yeah, it's like you're in the bomb shelter after the fake bomb scare. You go, "It's safe to come out now, guys."
Yeah.
Safe to come out now.
That's a good way to put it. There was no bomb, and then they come out, and then they go,
they're all bleary-eyed, being like,
and you go, you're not going to address the fact that you spent the last 2 years fucking demonizing people that said the bomb wasn't happening?
And then they're like, yeah, There's a war in Ukraine.
Yeah, that is true.
Literally the last you're gonna hear of fucking, as long as if this is like this war has some teeth.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be hearing much about COVID from SNL for, or anybody for that matter.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching that clip. If you want to support the podcast, go to patreon.com/theboyscast, where we have a new episode every week. 5 bones every week episode. Tons of episodes there now.
5 bones.
5 bones.
5 bones.
Support the boys.
It's $1.25 a week.